Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz. And now we're going to take a break from the mad games and look at the Chaffee, the Tier 5 American light tank. Now, I admit straight off the bat, this is not one of my favorite Tier 5 light tanks. In fact, it's my least favorite Tier 5 light tank, which is not the Chaffee's fault. It's my fault because I just don't know how to play it properly. But I found a new love affair with the Chaffee. Just recently, I cracked how to play it, or at least from my point of view. So I decided to do this video, because if you are like me and you've struggled with this tank for so long, this video may just help you. Now, the Chaffee is not the kind of tank that you can run around the battlefield and get up close and personal. You can see here, the armor profile is not that great. Okay, it's got a great mantlet, but it's really light armored because it's a light tank. It has light tank camouflage, it has a reasonable turn of speed, and it dishes out light tank damage, which is about 160, which isn't too bad and is the average for light tanks in this tier. In fact, it's the second best behind the Crusader. The problem I really have with it is the reload time. It's only marginally faster than the KV-1, which is a tier 5 heavy. So you'd expect the light tank to have a bit of a quicker reload time, but it is what it is. Now, the problem I've been having with this tank is how to play it. Do I play it as a medium, or do I play it as a light, which is run around like a Leo? It's not that good in a brawl, as you'll see later. And it's not a great sniper, funnily enough. It's a perfect second line tank. It's a tank that is designed to peek and shoot, to hide and fire. And if you get it in the right position, as you can see here, I'm going to rain fire on this M4, and I'm doing the high alpha rolls on him with the standard ammo. Now, don't get me wrong, you can use it as a long range sniper, but it's not the best. It really is a hit and run tank or a peekaboo tank. Simple as that. And once you understand this, and you understand you're a second line of attack, you're not front line, you're a support tank, then you'll start getting on a lot better with this tank, just as I have. Now, I know people are going to start shouting camper or go spot or do this, but you have to realize, yes, you can spot in this tank, and you've got a reasonable turn of speed, but it really is not a frontline tank. It definitely is a support tank. Now, I'm not suggesting you sit there and snipe and act like a TD, because it's not a TD. It's got good speed, it's got reasonable maneuverability, it's got an okay aim time, but it really is support. So you are expected to move around the battlefield and support the front line. You're not meant to just sit there in camp, which is exactly what I'm doing here. I'm moving from position to position to try and assist my team on the front line. Now, okay, you've got the Leos in there, they're also light tanks, and I'm taking some damage. But the thing about this tank is, use the maneuverability. Use the fact that it can run away. If you don't use that, then you're going to be in trouble. Don't go running in as if all hell's let loose, because you'll die very quickly. It's as simple as that. The armor is paper thin. You will get wasted by every single tank on the field. Although, to be fair, I bounce a lot of shots from this BDR, which is probably more luck than anything else. It's just the way the game rolls. Now, we've been in the game now for 3 minutes, and I've already taken out 3 tanks. That's a kill rate of 1 a minute, which is really good for this tank. And I've done 1,200 damage, which again is pretty average for this tank. I haven't been stood still. I've been over there, and I've been around the map, and I've been supporting where I'm needed to support. This tank is not a tank to sit at the back. It's not a tank to go up onto the front line. It is a pure support tank. And once you get used to how you support, we get a second class mastery for our tribbles. Now, once you get used to the fact that it's a support tank, you will start enjoying it more. You will understand where you need to put this tank. So, knowing this tank is not a frontline tank, I've told the team that I'm going to the left because the opposition actually has a lot of mediums or lights. And we know they're going to come this way eventually. So I'm not going to park my backside here. I'm not going to camp. I'm going to try and spot them and try and assist the team, because I know from the mini-map virtually the whole team is following me up into this left-hand side. Now, I apologise for where the sound's gone. It's just vanished. I don't know how that's done that, so I apologise. Now, what we've got here, therefore, is we know that there are at least 2 tanks there. There's the Panzer IV and the Panzer III. I know that my entire team is around me, and somebody's taken a pot shot, and it's the Stug 3 over there. Now, I'm exposed. I've got no way to cover myself from that Stug, so I've got to engage him. I've got to leave the Panzers up on the hill, and I've got to now concern about this Stug, because he can really cause me damage. Oh, he's decided that he's had enough, he's running away. Now, the A20, I thought he was an easy target. He's not. My team have already taken out one of the Panzers, which is nice. So it's a tank we don't need to worry about. The Stug is trying to run. I can pop into him because I'm a support tank. And this is what I can do. I can sit here and support, which is exactly what you should be doing in the Chaffee. So I was on the front line. I am no longer on the front line. I am now a support tank again, which allows me to give my team the right support at the right moment. Now, I'm trying my best to get over there to help this Stug out. I know he's on a reload. Okay, I steal his kill. I do say sorry to him afterwards in the chat. I thought he was going to be longer on the reload than that, and I didn't want the T-34 to take a pop at him. Now, we've played a good team here. We went to the left-hand side, all of us together, and we've split their team. Now, I've just done an eye-hen roll on that second Stug. I think he's a shot, so I can go through the bricks, but he's gone behind cover. That's just unlucky. But another team member gets him. Now, the B1, bless him, he sat there, he thinks he can rain fire down, and because the gun and the accuracy is so good, I'm trying to get an ammo rack, but it's just not happening. And I can rain fire down upon him. Okay, I bounce that one. That one goes in. I'm still doing, pretty close to the top alpha. He's the last tank left. We can all literally go for him, but I'm just going to sit here and try and take him out this way. And it's another win. And again, not on the front line, but in support. We take another 3 kills, and we get 1,200, although strictly speaking I should have got 2 kills. And we get another second class for our troubles, and a fair amount of credits, which is nice. Now, this is the last game. So here we are on Dead Rail, one of my favourite maps, because it's got so much cover. It's got great positioning, and once you understand this map, there are some really good places you can go. So I'm in a light tank. I'm not on the front line as such. I'm trying to support my teammates over there, but I'm being not aggressive. I'm sitting behind the rock and sitting behind the bush, but typical me, I get a bit bored, so I become aggressive. And I get a bloody nose for it from the M4, but I managed to trade a couple of hit points with him. I was the better off at the end of the day, so it was a fair trade. And all of a sudden, Lux appears. I really didn't see him from anywhere. I'm doing an eye alpha roll. I do another fair hit point trade, but that's my penance for being a bit aggressive. I'm taking my eye off the minimap. Now, we've got 3 tanks up in support. The Lux has another pop at me. He only takes 27 HP. I managed to kill him. I'm going to go back. I'm going to reset my camo. Hopefully they won't see me, although it's proximity more than anything. And I'm going to try and support over there. Can't get anything, so I need to help these guys with both the M7 and the M4. I miss a shot. I was snapping. It was my mistake. I should have taken more time, but I didn't. Now I'm more concentrated on the minimap. Now I'm trying to work out who's doing what and where we're going. Now, the Chaffee's up there. Yes, he's a threat, but he's not really a threat. I know from that position your shots aren't exactly the easiest, and the M4 is being a real pain. So we really need to focus on the M4, and we do. We get our eye alpha roll, and the M4's gone, who I thought was probably more of a threat than the Chaffee. This allows us to now concentrate on the Chaffee. He has still got his full hit points, but I know in that position it's not the best. From the minimap, I can see that some of my team are flanking him. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to basically fake him out. I want him to concentrate on me to allow my teammates to get round the back. He does that. He's now snapping because he's panicking. I get one last alpha roll in, and then my team take him out. We're now doing well. We're in a strong position. There's only 3 tanks left. So far, we've supported where we've supported B and got up onto the front line when we needed to. We didn't take unnecessary risk. We knew from the mini-map we had plenty of support. That KV-1 stuck out to Birch. I managed to track him. Unfortunately, I wanted to penetrate him. I couldn't do it. He's a bit harder for me, but now he's put himself in a horrible position. His angles are not there. And when you're angling like that, you're actually exposing more of your tank, which allows me to penetrate. He's now in a world of pain. He's going to be going back to the garage very soon. And thankfully, one of my team manages to get him. Now we're 4 on 2, which is a really strong position. I can see from the mini-map that we're relatively all close to each other. My buddy in the other Chaffee, his hit point pool is very low. And these 2 enemies are still relatively got high hit points. Panzer IV gets punished for sticking his backside out a bit too far. I know he's got the very high alpha gun. I miss. Another silly shot of me. I should have waited for it to go. And the DW2 makes an aggressive move. I don't blame him. He can see that, or he can see that the Chaffee, not my Chaffee, the other Chaffee, is on a low hit points. But he's being really aggressive. And now he's being punished for his troubles. Both me and the AMX-40 can really rain power onto him, and we do. The AMX gets in my way there, unfortunately, but not a big deal. I can pop him now. He's only got 21 left. He's an easy kill. Panzer IV left, so he's now panicking. He's on for a Kolobanov. Everybody's now raining fire on him. It gives us time. He's on a very long reload. I can stick one in him, and it's game over. But the point to note here is we went on the front line when it was necessary. We didn't take any unnecessary risks. We got 2,000 damage, we got 4 kills, and we got a mastery for our troubles. And this is the thing about this tank. Don't stick it on the front line. Only stick it there when you've got support and when you know your risk is worth the reward, because you will get pummeled, because the armor is super light. But do that and you will fall in love with this tank just as I have. It is a great little tank, to be honest with you. Everything I used to say about it, and trust me, I used to absolutely hate this tank, is wrong. Once you play it like it's meant to be played, you will have a barrel load of fun in it. Stick it in the second line, pick your targets, find the cover, and trust me, you will really enjoy going out in this thing. Anyway, I hope this has been educational. I'm not the best player, as I keep telling everybody. I'm an average player, but I struggled with this tank because I'm an average player. Now I understand it slightly. I'm still not going to be rolling Super Unicum on it, but whilst my tips aren't the best, they work for me, and who knows, they may work for you. So, until the next time, enjoy yourself out there, and happy tanking. Hey, I've been Fujit, and you've been great. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'd love if you would press subscribe. Who knows, we can do some more. By all means, drop me comments, tell me what can be improved, and tell me what you'd like to see. I really love to know. Anyway, until the next time, guys, happy tanking.